Noble here. Welcome back to another stream. So today, this is a stream that I never thought I would be making, but I feel like it's time to address the elephant in the room, if you like. And I want to do a stream about grooving sounds and the question of, is grooving sounds coming to an end? And the answer to this is I do not know. But what I do know in regards to grooving sounds is grooving sounds is not doing anywhere near as well as I wanted it to do. And I suppose I am kind of on the sort of idea in my mind of, do I close the project down? Do I try and keep the project running? So let's talk a little bit about what's going on with Groovin Soundz. And in terms of actually what is going on with Groovin Soundz, not really that much is happening with Groovin Soundz, but I want to kind of talk through sort of like the reasons of why it's going through what it's going through, which is the fact that it's struggling. So a lot of people may or may not know I started a project at the end of last year called Groovin Sound, and it was going to launch at the beginning of this year, and everything went really smoothly. All the ideas came together. We had a website, we had people submitting releases. The next minute, we had a person making artwork, and then we had an actual release date in mind for when the project was going to come together, and everything was going really grand and everything was going really smoothly. And kind of since Groovin Sounds has launched and quite a few weeks into its launch, it kind of began initially failing. So there's many reasons to why it has begun failing. The first reason is I manage grooving sounds on my own, which is a really hard thing. So apart from like the person who makes the artwork, and apart from like the person who kind of just checks over the website and makes sure that the website is, everything's working on the website, and can do the technical things to the website that I can't do, I am like literally on my own. So I promote the social medias, I share all the artworks, I upload all the tracks to the website. I have to edit some of the pages on the website. So, for example, we have like a what's on page, like a what's new page. Sorry. So, like, we upload the releases, and then on the what's new page, we have like a little coming soon section, and I upload the artworks of what's coming soon. And I kind of do everything in terms of like actually physically running the label itself, and I get no help in terms of like running the label and like posting the social media. Now this is on top of me working an actual job. It's supposed to be a part-time job, but I do a lot more than just really like a couple of days a week. I do quite a lot of different things, and the work's quite varied, where you kind of don't know one week what is going to happen at work the next week. You can go into work and you can have a really quiet week where you just sat in the office, and then the following week you're running Easter sessions and you're working later than you would normally work, and you're working different days to what you would normally work, and it's really hard. When you leave your house at 8:30 in the morning, and you sometimes don't get back home until like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. You don't want to then boot up the computer and start working on label stuff when you want to have something to eat and chill out, or you want to watch a bit of telly, or you've got some music production that you want to work on yourself. It becomes like a really hard and tough thing, and I get no initial help with it. Like, I know in some sense I haven't really asked for help. Like, I've put a couple of posts out before, saying like, we're looking for like social media people. So like, if somebody could just like jump on the social media page and just like promote that for us and like share things on there, that would kind of take like almost kind of like a little bit of a weight off my shoulder. So like I wouldn't be thinking like the Facebook page is not having things getting posted on it. So like it would just be like a really good kind of like sort of situation. Like if there was just a group chat where there'd be like me, the artwork person, and then like whoever else sort of like helps out on the project, and then like when the artwork is like ready, then obviously it can just get sent into the group chat, and then like whoever does like the social media or helps me with the social media can go, right, there the new artworks, they need promoting online, let's let people know these tracks are coming out. And then someone who could like physically maybe log in and set the releases to go out on the site and stuff. Not saying that I wouldn't do any of this, at all, but it would just be nice to like kind of have that like weight lifted off my shoulder, because at the moment it's just me doing it, and then I'm trying to do that while doing all of my other things, and that has been like a really kind of like tough. It's been like a challenging thing. And in recent weeks, with moving house and everything, it's been like an even more challenging thing, because I moved house, and then the week I moved house, there was releases that were due to go out on to the website, and this is where we come on to the next thing. So the artwork guy. So the artwork guy, I've got a brilliant artwork guy. He makes amazing artwork, but getting him to make artwork is always a struggle. So a couple of weeks ago, I asked him for some artwork. So I think maybe it was maybe somewhere, not last weekend but the weekend before. I was at my grandparents, and I said, there's some artwork that needs doing, some upcoming tracks, and he said he'd do them over the weekend for me. And the artworks have still now not been done. And not last weekend, but the weekend before, when the releases were due to come out, there was a track that essentially had not got artwork for it. There was a track of that the person had made who makes the artwork, and he hadn't even sent me the track. And I was texting him saying I need the artwork and I need your track so I can put them on the stores, and I got no response and I got no reply. And then the tracks, there was that date of releases, nothing went out. And then there was supposed to be some releases that went out last night, and I've got like two out of the three tracks that have artwork, and then there was another track that again, it was the artwork person who had made it, and essentially they were supposed to send me the tune over. They didn't send me the tune over. There was no artwork for the tune, so again, it couldn't go out. And like with me being like really busy as well, it's really hard to try and sort kind of like all of this out. So at the moment, I kind of feel like I'm in a little bit of a situation where I feel like I'm biting off more than I can chew. And the thing about it is, as well, is I also have to pay monthly for the server to keep the website going. And when we're not promoting and pushing the website, when nothing's going out on it and people aren't buying from it, I have to try and find money for the server myself, which has been a struggle with all the other things I've got going on and all the other things. I've been, I'll be honest, I've been late with the server. I still owe some server now. And it's just becoming, what started off as like a really sort of ambitious and exciting idea, and promoting this and pushing this and doing that, has now kind of turned into more of just like a big ball ache that I'm kind of thinking like I don't need the stress in my life. The artwork guy, like I'm trying to get hold of him, and he's just not putting the artworks through. And he's not making the artworks for me, and then like people agree to like, yeah, you can, we'll, yeah, I'd be happy for you to release that track, and then they don't send you a version of the track, and you're like nothing's come through in the emails, and it just becomes like one big stressful ball ache. And it's a real shame because like I'd really hate to shut the project down when there was such a good idea behind it. But like we definitely cannot um carry on the way we are. We definitely cannot carry on with like where things are going and like the way things are happening. So my initial idea at the moment is I'm thinking that we temporarily close Groovin Soundz down. So when I say close down, we essentially just like stop all the like future releases that are due to come out. They don't come out, and a lot of them, believe it or not, was actually just me. So like I have some aliases and I've been like I'm pushing some other music on there. So there was only a couple of releases really that were actually from other people. So there was like a Liquid D&B producer, and his track was supposed to come out 2 weeks ago. Never did. The guy who makes artwork, there was a couple of his tracks due to come out. And then a friend of mine sent me, who kind of like duo on some music production, sent me a techno track, and I'd said like, yeah, I want that one to come out, kind of thing. So I'm thinking that I have a little bit of a kind of like shutdown. We do a little bit of work behind the scenes to try and reassess kind of how the whole thing is going to work, and like we need something a little bit more like in plan. And in firmware, and again with the guy who does the artwork, I've got enough respect for the guy, and he makes amazing artwork. But I need the artwork to be more frequent. So like, if I'm not getting the frequent artwork, I'm gonna have to try and look elsewhere to do the artwork, because when tracks are due to come out that week and I need the artwork for it, like I can't not get the artwork for it, if that makes sense. So it becomes a really tricky thing, but it's just something that needs to happen. So I think, maybe just kind of like taking Groovin Soundz kind of like off the airwaves for a little bit, and just kind of, behind the scenes and going, we need to kind of reassess where we're kind of going from here. And then we need to kind of think like, so we can keep things going and keep things moving, and have like a team of people that can kind of like run the thing together. It would be like a really, it'd be like a really cool thing, because like I say, the project for Groovin Soundz is failing, and tracks aren't coming out when they're meant to be coming out, and the artwork for the music is not getting made in time, and then there's like tracks ready to go out but they've got no artwork, and then there's just loads of things. Big morning to people, big morning to John, everybody locking in. So so I think if I take the project and kind of just put it on the back burner, and just kind of like, hopefully not for too long, but kind of just like reassess, and maybe like sort of promote a way that we can get people to help. So let's see. What am I up to today? Out good. I'm in Doncaster tonight. I'm DJing a private birthday party in a pub. I'm doing some MCing as well, so I'm quite looking forward to it. It's going to be a bit of fun. It's going to be an enjoyable bit of fun in that kind of sense. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Today, I'm kind of not sure what I'm doing today. Like, I've got to go into work for a couple of hours in the afternoon. Um, but I've kind of been doing so much lately that it's kind of been nice, like, not to have to like rush up and get up early. But one thing I did kind of want to do today was I wanted to like sort a phone contract out. So I've got a phone contract at the moment. The contract came to an end, and they put the bill like sky high. They put it like mega high. And the contract has now come to an end. But what I was gonna say is I've starting to like I got a SIM only contract, and then I bought the phone online. It's been an absolutely amazing phone, but what I was going to say is the phone is now starting to show like signs of wear and tear. So like sometimes it crashes, sometimes it freezes, sometimes it's not as fast as it should be. It's just showing like general signs of being old, and I've had it like for a couple of years now, and I want to upgrade. But the my issue is the SIM only contract that I've got. It's a really good contract because like I get unlimited like data, and everything is just really good on it. So I'm not like worrying about whether the data's gonna run out kind of thing. And when I first got this SIM only contract deal, it was a really good deal. It was like £16 a month, and then it went up. But it was really good. It's an Android phone. So I went into the free store yesterday because I was thinking about maybe do I change sort of like network company? Do I change? At the end of the day, like network companies to me, the network companies. So if I can just get a good deal, whether it's free, EE, Tesco Mobile, O2. Like I ain't really asked which one it is. Like if they offer me a good deal and I get my unlimited data just like I've got now, and I get my calls and texts just like I've got now. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not really asked like which company I go with. Companies are companies to me. Some people say like, oh, this company's shit and that, but at the end of the day, they all have their ups and downs. People have good experiences on them. People have bad experiences on them. As long as I can ring somebody, they can ring me. I can use my data. My data isn't going to run out because it's unlimited. I'm a happy little bunny. That'll be like a really, really good thing for me. But we'll see. So, my initial plan, um, was to go back into town today and have a look at some more, go just sort of basically like phone shopping and just see what's available. I don't really keep myself up to date in the phone world. I get my phone and then I just use that, and I ain't watching videos really about new phones. I see the odd adverts, and in all fairness, like I'm not really interested like in what the latest phone can do. As long as I can get onto YouTube, Facebook, I can take pictures, obviously make phone calls, listen to music. I'm happy. In a lot of sense, I'm happy, and I'd rather keep it like that. I am bothered about being able to do all this like different face recognition and all the new shit that phones can do. Like I just want me basic apps and me, the simple things that I can do, and then I'm happy. But like it's just deciding like who to go with. But I decided to not rush up this morning because I've been like doing so much over the past sort of like God knows how long. And it's nice just to have a little bit of a rest, and it's nice to know that you don't have to do anything and you don't really have to go anywhere. You're not needed for anything for a while. So the world is your oyster to chill. So I didn't rush up. I'm chilling. I've got a cup of coffee. I'm streaming. I'm probably going to have a little mix on the decks in a little while just to have a little bit of a brush up for tonight. So, like I said, I'm DJing in Doncaster tonight, and I've not planned any form of a set just because I haven't had time. To tell the truth, I haven't had time. And I just kind of thought, you know what, I'm just going to take the stick. It's full of bounce tunes. I'm just going to wing it. And I winged it last week and it went really well. And I think sometimes winging it is like a better thing because you can look at a crowd and you can judge a crowd, and then you can think, I know, I'll play this track, rather than putting something together and thinking, will this go with that, and worrying too much. Like, I can physically mix bounce tunes, so I'm gonna put something. I'm just gonna wing it really. Just play what I think will work quite well. The only thing I am going to kind of pre-plan is like some form of intro track, some form of, like what is going to start the set kind of thing. So we'll see. But apart from that, I am just going to wing it really. Just play whatever I feel and just have an absolutely amazing time on the decks and take it from there. And I'm doing some MCing as well. So that'll be a shed load of fun. So I'm just sort of chilling really, and just not really doing anything. I do need to go and get a carton of milk. Like I ran out of milk yesterday. Well, I say ran out. The milk actually went off. It went off. It goes off today. And about midnight last night, it already smelt like it had gone off. So I just tipped the rest of it out. There wasn't loads of it, but there was enough there that it was gutting that I had to tip it out. But the thing, what really pisses me off, is a lot of foods and a lot of like people, they don't cater and they don't think for people that live on their own. So like you buy like say a 4 pint of milk, right? It is impossible nearly sometimes for you to finish that carton of milk before it goes out of date. And it's the same with a bread loaf. Like you'll get a bread loaf and like within like 4 days, like the bread loaf like goes out of date. And like when you take somebody who maybe lives on their own but like works every day, like how are you gonna get through like a full carton of milk on your own? Like when you might, I don't know, you might get up and make a cup of tea when you get up. You might come in from work and make a cup of tea. You might have a little bowl of cereal for breakfast. Um, you know, but you maybe don't do it every morning, like having a bowl of cereal, and then like you've got to try and finish that carton on your own, but then you get like a 2 pint, and it's almost like it's not enough, and then you end up running out. So it's like a really hard thing, and it's the same with bread loaves. Like my bread loaf. I had a bread loaf and that went out of date. But luckily, it was only a small loaf and I had literally just got down to the last slice. So like I was quite pleased with that. But it's really hard, and it's like things like bacon. You buy like bacon and stuff, and if you don't eat it straight away, and maybe 3 or 4 days, and you haven't eaten it, and it's practically going out of date, and it's like, do you know what I mean? Like, why can't you like buy things and like leave it, like and not have to worry about when you're gonna eat it because it might go out of date. So it was like an annoying thing. um, of like trying to battle with like the dates of like the food in your fridge. Like I had a pack of ham as well, and it went out of date, and I'm like, really annoying. Like I had one sandwich out of it, and then it's like But there you go. So anyway, I am going to cut this stream here. So make sure to like, comment, share, and yeah, we'll see you soon.